Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here and to another open with me. Now, I'm hoping that this is that new magazine that I found a little while ago and I'd subscribed to because I was thinking the other day that I hadn't received any of them and I'd paid. So I was just about to start looking for them. And this has arrived. And yes, it is. Crochet Made Simple. So the good thing about this magazine is it's only £4.99 and you get 70 plus patterns and ideas. Now, I do believe you won't get any gifts with it, but for those people who just want a magazine without fuss, then that's the one for you. What have we got around here? $4.99 UK, Australian dollars $9.99. And is that Canadian dollars? $16.99. That's rather a lot, isn't it? Anyway, Christmas ready. We've got this pullover that looks quite interesting. We've got joyful makes for kids. So that looks like a kid's bag. And some doodahs. We've got quick and easy makes, toasty blanket, timeless homewares, childhood classic, festive favourites, Yuletide patterns for winter days. We've got a granny square Christmas stocking. I've never been a fan, but, you know, maybe. We'll see. Christmas polar bear, would you say? And Santa and reindeer. And we've got some garland up here, which is probably not a pattern. Okay, so let's get in. Sorry, I've got a plaster. This makes turning pages a little bit difficult. It's because I've got kind of a saw there that is aggravated by crocheting and everything. So I had to put a plaster on. Okay, so this wasn't on the cover, so that's quite interesting. It's wide enough to be a wrap, so I don't know if they're going to call that a scarf or a wrap. We'll see. We have the, I don't know, I thought that was a bag, but they don't look like handles now, do they? We'll see what that is. We've got, well, a horse. I don't know, hobby horse, rocking horse, but no rocker. An imitation rocking horse, maybe. Hexy sort of blanket, very big scarf. So let's try and turn these pages. So this is advert from West Yorkshire Spinners over there, and this is adverts all over the wazoo. Yarn Stars, what's this? Inspiring crocheters and influencers are taking over Instagram. Don't miss these this month. Well, it won't be me because I've not really been updating my Instagram, so it won't be me, that's for sure. Winter Wonderland poncho. So is that, it looks very similar to the pullover, but it's not, I guess. It's just where you've got the panel of pattern. But we've got some kind of cabling going on there. That looks quite nice. And it's not all just row after row of the same stitch, which I really like. And this part here is different stitch altogether. This is Elizabeth Davis de Harrier. I don't know, because they use this squiggly writing font, or should I say. So it's hard to read some of them. I remember that from last time. But I like this. This is nice. It's a poncho and very, very different. It is just going to be very difficult to get in these pages. This is a fireside blanket by Heather Furnell. So I think we kind of ascertained that this was a no frills version of Crochet Now. All of the same sort of stuff in it, but without the not adverts. Wouldn't it be great if it was? Without the additional kind of things and gifts and what have you. So that's the fireside blanket. They're calling this the Diamond Glints on Snow scarf. Diamond Glints on Snow scarf by Hay Barker. And she's been in lots of mags before. We've got charts for the little bits. So granny square stocking. I've never been a fan of these. They don't look the right shape to me. They could do with being sewn in, couldn't it? Inside, having a little flap inside, just to make this more like a heel. But it seems too narrow. I'm just super critical of them because I'm not really a biggest fan. That's Mary Lamont, and there we've got the schematic if you needed it. 21 days to go. So we've got a Christmas countdown cushion, and you just, I guess they're Velcro maybe, I don't know, or button. Perhaps these are buttons. Oh yeah, they are. Look, there's buttonholes. So you can do that every day and change your, might be fun to do with kids. This is made by Kim Dickinson. And we've got all of the numbers, which, you know, a chart for all the numbers is never to be sniffed at. So this is a rocking horse, but obviously it's not because you wouldn't rock. Have I gone 2 pages? It's really kind of, no, it's fine. Okay, we've got a chart for the decor. And this is by Veronica Cromwell. I don't like this font. It's nice to look at, but when you want to read the name, sometimes the letters don't look right. Okay, so this is Hanging House Ornaments by Heather C. Gibbs, and we've seen her lots of times in our magazines. We've got an advert of other magazines. Candy Cane Cozy, keep snug this Christmas with uplifting hot water bottle cover by Lisa Hendry. So just a little word of warning then, if you've got hot water bottles, inside is a little kite mark, and then there is a date that you shouldn't use it belong longer than that date. Even if you've never had it in the packet and then the date is next month, you're not meant to use it because the rubber perishes and you don't want to scald yourself or anyone that you've given it to. So that's quite stripy and... so we've got join Crochet Made Simple today. 10 fabulous reasons. And you are going to get a little gift. You get, of course, a Crochet Society box. I didn't get a gift. Just saying. I didn't get a gift. Might have to get in touch with them. Did I even have the offer of a gift? I don't know. I can't remember. So I've seen something like this before in magazines. Stitch Masterclass Weaving Crochet by Sherry Yabsley, is that? Possibly. So obviously it's quite not as hard as it looks, I guess, but fiddly and time consuming. Northern Lights plaid scarf. So once you've mastered that, you can do that. And Sleepy Deer. Oh, it's a bib. Okay, it's not a bag. But, you know, just saying, if you made 2, you could sew them together and make a strap. It would be a bag, wouldn't it? If you kind of joined it there but left this way. Anyway, Alison Holloway. It's a bib. Well, that's kind of going to get in the way of the baby, isn't it? Maybe. I don't know. I think it's better as a bag. Imogen the Ice Skater. Made by Victoria Caris. We've seen her name before, which is handy because I can pronounce it then without even with the font. This is a Lebuchen and lace throw. Lebuchen? I don't know how to pronounce that. Why can't we just have, you know, words we can understand? This is Alitza Grant. Alitza? I think that's right. It's basically quite, not too plain, but we've got hexagons and stars. That's actually quite nice. I like the star here. And then we've got a little bit of patterning around the hexagons. So, yeah, that's quite nice. I like it. So there we've got one of the hexagons up close. Maybe they're different sizes. Candy cane scarf. Well, it's stripy, so you don't have to make it as a candy cane. This is Vicky Roberts, and it's got pom-poms on the bottom. I've done that before with kids' ones, mostly. Your Guide to Lettering. What have we got here? Learn something new. A bit of calligraphy, perhaps? I don't know. Not really showing you much. Oh, hang on. No, we've got different types of pens, really. And a little bit of showing you how, I guess, how to get started. That's actually quite sweet, you know, learn a new skill. Signed, sealed, delivered. So you can actually make snazzy envelopes. And you've got like all this tutorial bit. That's actually quite nice. That's a wrap, so we're going to get a bit of wrapping. I mean, I used to be very fancy with my wrapping. Not anymore. Those days are gone. I can't wait just to get it done now. But I used to spend lots of time making it really fancy. This is Grace the Swan by Sashio Ishii. Made lots of appearances in magazines and stuff. So if you want to make a swan, straight away I start thinking of Ace Ventura. I think it's Ace Ventura. This is Alacritas sweater. Alacritas? Yeah. From the Latin word for animation. You'll be mesmerised by the faux cables tumbling up and down this festive jumper. By Blazanka Simic Boro. I only know how to say that because I've seen her in other magazines. Advert for Crochet Society. See, definitely is a Crochet Now Crochet Society spin-off, isn't it? I like the word spin-off. It's a spin-off. That's a good word. So yeah, we've got a robin by Zoe Pottrack. This is on a cushion, but you've got a chart, so you could do it any way you like. You can make a couple of different ones on blankets, that sort of thing. This is Becca Parker, as I think this is C to C, isn't it? I can't see anything written there about C to C. But we've got a chart, so possibly it is, possibly it's not. Start crocheting. I don't know. Yeah, make it in blocks. So maybe it's just blocks. I don't know. Kind of looks C to C, but that might be deceiving because of this busy yarn. Perhaps, don't know. So we have Santa and Reindeer Mini Dolls by Sashio Ishii. So how mini are they, I wonder? Stash busting make. Well, if it's mini, it's not going to bust much of your stash. 3mm. Oh, it's a hook. I was going to say. Yeah, microscopic crochet. Obviously, I'm just being silly. Sizing 11 centimetres sitting height. So that's, yeah, they are small. We've got a bit of Christmas cheer, but Wall in the Gang. Oh, how much is that? I always went, since I saw it at Hobbycraft for ridiculous amounts of money, it kind of, whenever I see it now, I start to think, really? So we've got a bit of cotton yarn going on here. So where's that then? Wall and the Gang, Wall and the Gang. Field green, £10, but it doesn't say how big that is, does it? It doesn't say if it's 100 grams. They did that last time, as I remember rightly. They put the price of the yarn, but didn't tell you if it was 100 grams, 50 grams, or what. So anyway, moving on. This is Feeling Fauncy blanket by Red Heart Design Team. Now this does look like C to C, I think, although everything's looking C to C lately. But it might not be. Oh, look at the chart, guys. That is well cute, isn't it? Could do anything with that chart. I think that's not. Looks like basket weave stitch in that there. So maybe it's not. It says it's intermediate though. This is Patty the Polar Bear. My goodness, I got it right. But it's a cushion, not a toy. But I don't know. Alison Holloway, beginner friendly. I guess that means there's not a lot of shaping going on. And it should be quite straightforward to make. Top 5 Christmas yarns. Okay, Woolpacker. Some of these I've never heard of. I think sometimes they go out of their way to find yarns that you just don't see around. And you've got to go then search them out. Anyway, the perfect pattern is just a click away. Crochet Society advert. Oh, Santa slippers. Now, they're quite nice. I think I'd make this a different colour, like red. And then we'll just have Santa. So there's a lot of white going on. This is Michelle Wilcox. And they... What have we got size-wise? Do we have anything that says sizing? Slippers measure 14 centimetres long and designed for a child small. Changes for sizes, medium and large, are in the brackets, or as they like to call it, parentheses. This is the mini rocking horse ornament. Looked bigger earlier, didn't it? Have to say. But if you look how big these balls are, it's quite small. Unless that's another one. Jenny Conduit. Jenny Conduit. But there it is inside a bauble. So it is tiny, this one. This is the Shimmering Snowflake Scarf. So it is wide enough to, I think, be a wrap. That it's quite a wide scarf, don't you think? If you consider that it goes all the way around here, I'd call that a shoulder warmer or a wrap of sorts. Yeah, it wouldn't take much to make it bigger either, would it? This is Zoe Beeston who's come up with this one, and we've got a chart over here of how you place your snowflakes. Yeah, Santa stop here wall hanging. If you want to make a wall hanging that says Santa please stop here, this is your place. It's by Catherine Lee, and of all wall hangings, I think it's probably one I'd understand having up. Candy cane striped blanket. Oh, that's a bit playful on the eyes, a bit big. Busy. Helen Smith has made this. That's playing havoc with my eyeballs. That, yeah. I don't know. What do you think of that? Do you like that? Let me know in the description box what you think of this magazine and what you think of any of these designs. And I certainly think at $4.99 it's definitely worth it. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, there's two there, and I almost had it. There we go. So Annie the Elf is by Sashio Ishii, and he's got a little toy, which is quite cute. So that is very, very sweet. The elf is 14 centimetres and his little teddy is 8. Really? That's must be 14 centimetres sitting then, surely. If that's 8 and it's 14. I don't know. Moving on. Learn the basics bit. Obligatory in all magazines and books and everything else. Got to have those pages in there. And the standard abbreviations, which is identical to the other magazines ones. So they've just obviously got this stock picture that they pop in. And this is, don't miss, issue 6. Considering I think I had the first one or thereabouts, and then I subscribed, I'm now at number 6. Took them a long time to work that out, didn't it? So I'm going to keep an eye on that. Don't miss out on 6. We have Toys to Treasure. You'll love our decor. So making paper chains from crochet. Quick makes and accessories. 50 festive pattern ideas. And that is just a biscuit tin with crocheted biscuits. Definitely not the fattening kind. And that's it, guys. That's a wrap. I like this. That reminds me of when I was young and I went to watch Disney's, and they were charming. I don't know about you, but the old Disney animations were beautiful and charming, whereas some of the new ones, they're cute and old and everything, but they don't have that kind of artistic way about them. Sometimes they're more kind of angular and boxy, but when you look at the old Disney, it was just so exquisite, the pictures. So yeah, that's what that kind of reminds me of. So to sort of elicit memories like that, it just shows that is quite a cute and very, very nice picture. Well worth having that chart, I would say. So what do you think then? Let me know, and I will see you guys on the next one. I'm so glad I got this. I was starting to get a bit concerned that I'd paid and I'd not got anything in return. But here we are. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now, guys.